Hey, what's going on? My name is Rudy Palmer. I'm from West Philly. This is video log 1. I'm not sure what to call it. I guess I can call it my journey to becoming a filmmaker, director in Atlanta. Oh, so that's my location. My location is Atlanta, Georgia. The south side part of Atlanta. I guess you could say the south side, College Park. I'm currently in film school here in Atlanta at Clayton State University and the Georgia Film Academy. And it's been a fun experience, but it's also been a challenging experience. Major reasons because I'm living out my car. I've been living out my car before I came to Atlanta. I was going through some tough situations and some tough years before I came to Atlanta. Oh, today's date is March 10th. It's Thursday. It's like 4:45 p.m. But I just wanted to start a video log just to show my journey from basically the beginning stages of my film career throughout the whole entire process of completing film school, putting out my first film, writing scripts, working, finding time to hit the gym, finding time to be creative, staying positive, going through the ups and downs and just trying to be a filmmaker, a director, and chase my dreams and make my dreams a reality. So I've been living out my car ever since I moved to Atlanta. But I was living out my car before I moved to Atlanta. Once I made a decision to pursue film and go to film school here in Atlanta, I quit my job. I was living in Florida at the time. I was living in Orlando. And once I decided to fully commit to it, I quit my job and came straight here. Didn't have no place to stay. Didn't really have no real money saved up. I could have had some money saved up, but it just didn't work that way. So at that time, it took me time to build the courage up to take that leap of faith. You know what I mean? Because from listening to friends and family and colleagues and my parents, they wanted me to, do what all parents want you to do: succeed, go to college, get a job. I did go to college in Florida. Went to Bethune-Cookman University, majored in business administration, graduated in 2016. I did 1 year of grad school and dropped out. It just wasn't for me. I just didn't see a future in it. I really wish I would have chose film as a major or went to a film school for undergrad, but at that time I was tuned into listening to my parents and fulfilling their wishes for my future, because that's what I was conditioned and told that was the right path, especially for a black man coming out of Philadelphia. I played football in high school, played a little bit of football in college, so I was already thinking that my future was going to revolve around college, business, and fun. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I was thinking. I always had the passion for filmmaking in me, but I was never, I wouldn't say I was never supported. I was just always conditioned from day one to go to college, get education, be a business major like my father, and start a business or work for a corporate company. I was always told and trained and conditioned to believe that, to know that, to understand that, to accept that. So I didn't really start deciding that I want to pursue film as my passion, my gift, until I started experiencing unfulfillment or depression. You know, finishing my undergrad was one thing. I was just so glad to finally finish it and make my parents proud and had them come to the graduation, see me walk across that stage. That was definitely one big achievement checked off my my to-do list, you know, to do for my parents, you know. But I couldn't find the will or the desire to go to grad school, finish, work in corporate America, and just accept that as that was my life. You know, work at a company 20, 30 years, move up, whatever you may call it. However you view success in that industry or that world. But once I started feeling those feelings of depression and unfulfillment and just being confused, not really confused, but not knowing in what direction to go, that's when I started soul searching. And I started really trying to comb through every year of my life up until that point, and to look for like clues or hints that gave me a sense of a purpose. You know what I mean? Besides asking God what my purpose was, I know a lot of people, we wake up every day, we try to find out what our purpose is in this world, what's our role in God's kingdom. You know what I mean? Especially if you're religious. But I mean, at that point, it was like, it felt like I was stuck in the Twilight Zone. You know what I mean? I was going to work, I was getting good pay, you know, I had a good job, good benefits, good job security, but I still didn't feel fulfilled, you know? My parents were proud of me, you know, my family was proud of me, you know? But I still didn't feel fulfilled. Something in me was like, fighting to get out, you know what I mean? Fighting to be heard, fighting to express, definitely fighting to express and be creative. But I wasn't quite sure what it was. Even though I love film my whole life. I love the whole concept of filmmaking, you know, from pre-production to production to post-production to writing scripts to just the emotional effect movies have on our lives. Just the emotional effect movies have on our lives, you know. Movies can make you cry, movies can make you happy, movies can inspire you, movies can encourage you, teach you a lesson, teach you a message. Movies can make you you know what I mean? Movies can frighten you. It's just the power of cinema and visual storytelling has always been a passion of mine, or always been a love of mine. You know what I mean? I just didn't have enough courage to pursue it. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to drag this out too long, but it's already 8 minutes, but I just want to start my first video log. Being here in Atlanta is definitely a great experience, you know what I mean? This is definitely really, quote unquote, the Black Hollywood, the new Mecca of Hollywood, you know what I mean? Especially as filmmaking. Georgia has the best tax incentives in the country when it comes to filmmaking, and you know, the jobs are here, the resources are here, the demand is here, you know, everything's here. Some of the best talent in the country that graduates from film school or acting school, they come here for the jobs, you know. LA was always known as the hub, but Georgia has definitely proven to be the Mecca, the new Mecca and hub for filmmaking over the last decade. You know, over $9 billion worth of production is shot here a year almost, and from TV shows to reality shows to TV series to Netflix series, everything, mostly the majority of everything, every Marvel movie you ever seen has been shot here on Georgia soil. So the experience of just being here is exciting. I love Atlanta, especially because it's pro-black. It's a lot of people of color and of African-American descent, or whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of black folks doing well here for themselves. You know what I mean? In the film industry and non-film industry. You know what I mean? Professional is like, it's nothing like I've never seen. I've lived in Florida over 10 years. I'm from West Philly, born and raised, and I had not seen a city that's pro-black such as Atlanta. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see. You know what I mean? You don't see that much in most cities. You don't see that in Philadelphia that much at all. You know what I mean? So seeing how successful and how supportive the city is for, you know, anybody that's contributing or offering something positive or good here in Atlanta, it gets fully embraced, you know? And there's other success stories here that's also come from my hometown that have also made it, whether it was a business or whatever it may be. Real estate, doctor, lawyer, corporate, filmmaking, restaurants, whatever. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna be doing these vlogs probably, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing it once a week or every day. I might try to do it every day since I have enough time on my hands, being that I live out of my car. Oh, so let me show y'all my car. I got an old hoopty, you know what I mean? But this my reliable baby right here. It's a 2005 Mercury Grand Marquis. That's my baby right here. You know what I mean? She a little messy, you know. I clean her like once a day. I know it doesn't look like it. She been through hell and back, but she been with me through everything. Got my back windshield. Yes, I'm a really big DMX fan. So once DMX passed, I had to get this done. I actually got this done here in Atlanta. I got my different books that I read. I go my Will Smith book for inspiration, entertainment magazine for black film, a couple other film books, a screenwriting book right there. In the back of my car, I just try to keep the clothes that I normally wear most of the time while I'm at work. Here's my cover when it gets cold on cold nights. There goes my book bag. I normally keep the necessities in my book bag as far as toothbrush, toothpaste, underwear, socks, lotion, stuff like that, so that when I have to go take a shower, I got a membership at Planet Fitness. You know, Planet Fitness for the majority of the week is 24 hours a day, so you know, it comes in handy for somebody that's homeless. You know, for me, especially living out my car and working and going to school, when I need to take a shit or take a shower, Planet Fitness is right there. You know what I mean? Very available, very flexible, you know? You only pay $10, $20 a month. If you got the Black Card membership, $20 a month. And you got access to the gym, you got access to the showers, and everything else they got. So, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, I really think that living out my car, I lived out my car for 2.5 years, believe it or not. I lived out of my car for 2.5 years before I came to Atlanta. So, and that 2.5 years went by so fast. Like, it literally went by so fast. It was kind of like before the pandemic. It was the beginning of 2019. Beginning of 2019 till now. You know what I mean? Here and there, I'll stay in hotels for a few weeks or maybe a few months. Here and there, I'll rent out a room, you know, studio, month to month. You know, no lease, just month to month. But never anything longer than three months. Nothing longer than 2 to 3 months, you know. Most of the time is 365, 24/7 out this car, 25/8. These are great cars, you know. I'm not saying you should, you know, if you ever need to be homeless, get a Grand Marquis or a Crown Vic, but they're wonderful cars, you know. It's like a couch on wheels. They're good on the highways. They're, you know, they're not gas guzzlers as people might suggest because they got a V8. They're really great cars, reliable cars, easy to fix, easy to maintenance. Especially if you don't know about cars that much, you can learn a lot on how to maintenance your car. I learned everything I learned how to do working on this car, and it was very affordable. Very easy to look up on YouTube. You know, big jobs I had to get done in a shop, you know. But as far as small jobs like brakes, oil, calipers, alternator, power steering pump, stuff like that, serpentine belts, radiators, what else? That's about it. Stuff like that, tune-ups, spark plugs, that, coils. This car is a great car to learn on how to maintenance your car yourself, you know what I mean? And it's very affordable. I got 152,000 miles on this car, and it still runs like a champ. You know what I mean? This car has been to Philadelphia, all through Georgia, Florida, Miami, Key West, Tampa, everywhere, anywhere from Philadelphia to New York. It's been in New York, it's been in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Yonkers, everywhere. Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. This car has been everywhere. I got into an accident, so you know, you see my little duct tape on my steering wheel. But needless to say, this is my hub. You know what I mean? This is my mobile office. You know what I mean? This is my laptop for school. I love music, so this is my Bluetooth speaker. My radio doesn't work. I spilled some water on it, doesn't work. It's pretty much just how a typical day looks in my car. It looks beat up. I know it looks crazy, but this is my baby. She's got me through everything, a lot. Snow, rain, sun, you name it. Got my inverter, a couple chargers, notes. Yeah, man, I know it looks fucked up. It looks pretty bad, but this car has sustained me, you know what I'm saying? That and the mercy and grace of God has sustained me. And my just overall my burning desire of pursuing my dream as a filmmaker, you know. I moved to Atlanta, and I'm ready to spend the next 10 to 15 years of my life here to work on making my dream a reality, you know. Since I've been here, I've definitely made some great connections. I met Country Wayne. I got to exchange information with him. I've met DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, and Carlos Smitter, the 85 South Show. Those are my boys. I'm an 85%er all day, every day. I met them at a show and actually got to tell them, you know, the impact they've had on me, especially my last 2-3 years, you know, going through what I've been through and coming to Atlanta pursuing my dreams. And I actually got to talk to the producer, the 85 South Show. So hopefully something stems from there, where I can get a job or internship with them. My film school is actually a partnership with Tyler Perry Studios. So my goal is to get my internship in the next 2 semesters. After I complete the next 2 semesters at Tyler Perry Studios, complete my internship, and then possibly get a job on set. But I just want to soak up game. You know what I mean? If I could meet Tyler Perry, that'd be a blessing. Tyler Perry, if you're watching, if this video finds you in good faith, I'm definitely willing and able to soak up as much game as you're willing to offer or give, even if it's not you, even if it's from your team or just your presence or just working on your set. But it's funny, me and Tyler Perry have the same birthday, September the 13th. He's exactly 20 years older than me. Crazy. But yeah, I want to put out my first film this summer. I plan on putting my first film out this summer. I'm still working on the script, still putting the finishing touches on the script, making sure it has the right, you know, character arcs and the right character development, and it has the right amount of irony in it and between, you know, different parts of the story, so that it can really hit, you know. I know it's my first film, so I shouldn't have too much high expectations, being that I'm living out my car. I don't have real access to a budget. I know all filmmakers out there, you already know that, you know, being a first-time filmmaker is hard. You know what I mean? It's definitely hard, depending on what you're trying to do. But, you know, it's known to, don't worry about what you have. What can you do with what you have? So I don't have much, but I do understand and have learned what it takes to put out a good quality, coherent project, you know, as far as hiring a certain amount of actors, the right talent, Only getting, you know, 1 or 2 locations, the camera crews, the light crews, the sound, the mixers, cinematographers, editors, animation, stuff like that. I've definitely have thoroughly learned the resources and who to get in contact with and who to make sure they get paid. So my budget for my first film, I'm setting it around $20,000. I know that might be too much. A lot of filmmakers say, well, maybe you should, you know, start out small, make something for $5,000, and then work your way up to $10,000, and then $15,000, and then $20,000. But I'm that confident in myself, and I don't have pretty much nothing to lose. Yeah, $20,000 is a lot of money. Like, that's a down payment for a house for most people. But I'm more concerned about putting out a solid effort once a year. That's my goal while I'm here in Atlanta. I've only been in Atlanta I recently just came back from West Philly, so I only been here for about 60 days. I was here last semester for film school, so that was like 3 or 4 months. Then I took a semester off, went back to Philly, came back. So altogether, like less than 5 to 6 months. And yeah, that's my goal, to put out one project a year, you know. I definitely want to shoot music videos, you know, get my name out there in the street, because I love music. I love hip hop. It's a part of me. It's a part of my culture, being from Philadelphia. So I'm definitely interested in shooting dope music videos as well. You know what I mean? Everything that I saw that was cool or swag or lit or anything that resonated with me through my childhood, I saw in a music video or a movie. You know what I mean? Benny Boone, he graduated from Temple University. You guys might know him. You know, he's a very successful, you know, music video director and shot a film too. He was a part of a crew called Filmmakers with Attitude. I think it was with Little X and, if I'm not mistaken, Hype Williams, Little X, and Benny Boone. I think they had a crew called Filmmakers with Attitude. So definitely, music videos is definitely something I would definitely want to take part in as well. No matter how successful or not successful I am in filmmaking, you know, music videos is definitely something I always want to keep my foot in, or my ear to the streets as far as filmmaking. You know what I mean? As far as music videos go. But yeah, that's my goal. My goal is to put a project out, work my way through the ups and downs, keep mastering my craft each and every day. From storytelling to being able to draw from personal experiences and other people's experiences that I've met and known, and just tell a story that deserves to be told, you know, but make it compelling enough, entertaining enough, where I can send it to film festivals, and once doing a few months hitting film festivals, or maybe a year, you know, send it to Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Paramount, HBO Max, anybody that's willing to take it, and hopefully build traction year by year, you know. Hopefully find a producer that believes in my movement, my message, my vision, and executive produce one of my films. Sorry you hear this loud truck. I'm actually behind a shopping lot. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm behind a shopping lot here in College Park. It's behind all the stores and stuff like that. You know, like City Trends, Dollar Tree, the Chinese store, hair store, beauty supply store, stuff like that. What else? That's pretty much it. My fault. Phone fell off the car. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is log one. I don't want to make it too long. I know it's already 24 minutes. I have a tendency to talk and babble, but yeah. Log one, March 10th. What time is this? Probably like 5 o'clock now. A little over 5 o'clock. Thursday. Location, we here in Atlanta, College Park area. You know, I mean, some people don't consider College Park Atlanta, but it's literally 10 minutes from Atlanta. So, yep, that's what it is. Stay tuned, because I'm definitely you're gonna see greatness be pressured, just like a diamond or a pearl. You know what I mean? I know you probably hear a lot of people say that, but I'm on some real shit with that. You know what I mean? I'm also a father. If you guys, those who don't know me, I'm also a father. I have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, Elijah, Noah, and Alea. So my kids are definitely a major source of my inspiration as well. I want them to see not the fact that I'm homeless or I'm living out my car, but the fact that I'm willing to do anything it takes to pursue my dreams, you know? I'm willing to pursue my dream at all stakes, you know what I mean? And take that leap of faith and be willing to risk everything just to become that seed, you know? Will Smith once said that in an interview, you gotta be willing to risk everything to become that seed of what you believe to be, of what you believe your dream to be. So I want them to see that, you know? I still make sure that I'm there for them, because all my kids live in Florida. So, you know, I gotta go back to Florida to see them, spend time with them every other week, every 2 weeks. But sometimes I gotta go a month without seeing them, just so I can get my feet in and really get my feet dug really good here in Atlanta and network the way I'm networking and build contacts and maintain relationships and friendships and stuff like that, you know? But my oldest son, he's 10. He's going to be 11 this summer. He's seen me through my ups and downs, through even before graduating from college and going through college and going through ups and downs in relationships, financial hardships, you know, evictions. He's seen it all. So he's like my number one supporter, you know, as far as my kids go. My youngest son, he doesn't really, I'm not sure he really knows that I'm homeless, living out my car, pursuing my dreams in film school. He probably heard of it, understands it, but doesn't quite grasp. Probably just thinks daddy does it as a hobby, maybe, or daddy does it for fun. You know what I mean? But my oldest son, my youngest daughter, my only daughter, she's only 1, so, you know, she doesn't know anything yet, but she will one day. I love my kids very, 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 very much. And I want to show them that, you know, even though I'm taking this risk on not becoming successful, that I'm giving everything that I can possibly give my dream, even my comfort of being uncomfortable, you know? Steve Harvey said that too. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Or don't pursue success, because success is very uncomfortable. But I'm out here, man. I'm out here chasing it, you know? Getting it one day at a time, you know? Sometimes I don't have enough money to keep my membership going. Sometimes I gotta, you know, wash up at Walmart, wash up in gas station bathrooms. Sometimes it's cold nights where the blanket don't even matter, you know. Sometimes I don't have enough gas to keep the heat on, and I can only afford to leave the heat on certain times of the night. You know, changing your clothes, dirty clothes, smelly socks, shoes, underwear, you know, going to the laundromat once a week, and, you know, just carrying that image, you know, because when you're homeless and you live in your car, a lot of people can tell, you know. I try to keep it 50-50 where it doesn't look like I'm homeless. I keep most of my shit in the trunk. My trunk is filled to the top, you know what I mean? But whenever I got to go grab a set of clean clothes, or I'm actually going to slide out with some friends and go out, I'll go grab some of my good clothes, you know what I mean, out the trunk, get it right. But yeah, let me get off this video, man. I'm here too long. I'll see y'all in log number 2. God bless. And if you out there chasing your dreams and filmmaking, if you here in Atlanta, tap in with me, man. Let's work. Let's create.